Gratcast 113 is officially underway.
Hopefully this one goes better than the last time you were in Buffalo, right?
Well, it's already going better. We can actually talk to each other. I think we're both on good internet.
Pretty smooth. Oh yeah, this is great. Hey, why don't you, since we're new, why don't you show everybody the fireplace?
Oh yeah,
show them.
We're
there you go.
Fireside.
There you go.
Nice little warm, toasty evening in Buffalo.
Really? Is it warm and toasty in Buffalo? No, only inside.
Well, next to this fire it is.
What's the temp there?
It's actually not bad. It was about 37, 38, clear skies all day. Just a little bit of snow melting.
You mean not bad for Buffalo?
No, it's supposed to be like mid-40s a couple days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, my bad.
So I'm gonna jump right into it, John.
Do it.
Before I get into today, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. One of the things I forgot to tell you about is Saturday night. This past Saturday, we did a live show. Kind of came up spontaneously over the course of the week. One of our buddies that's in a band called Weapon X. He's a former military vet.
Okay.
And they rocked out and did the American Warrior Festival, and we went and did the whole live stream production for that.
Oh, nice! That's amazing. I had no idea.
Yeah, it was a pretty good time. We got the first in the field test for all of the Sling Studio equipment. Went pretty well. The venue had terrible internet, so we had
big shock.
Yeah, well, it was like 1.3 or some atrocious
megabytes, right?
Yeah. So it was called the American Warrior Festival. If you check it out on Facebook, you can see the live stream. We'll have an edit of the entire show. Will be up in the next week or so on Dan's American Warrior and Weapon X Facebook pages, so you can watch the whole show back on there. But it was a good Saturday night. We helped out the veterans. Nice, man. So,
I mean, tell me a little bit about it. Like, do you have a microphone and you walked around like interviewing, or what did you do?
We the whole show went from what time they started at? It was like 3 in the afternoon till 1 o'clock in the morning. So from 4 to 8, they did screenings. They had movie screenings that were done by veterans, whether it was actors, the producers, or the directors, the creative people. They all had some sort of military tie-ins, and their projects were all screened between 4 and 8. And while that was going on, Andrea and I ran interviews with the creators. So we had kind of a side room set up where we were interviewing them off to the side, collecting footage and getting all of that content collected. Then at 8:30, we went live from the venue. They had a big open air party. They had a bar, the Cash Bar, some booths set up where USC was there talking about one of their veteran assistant programs.
Wait, USC was in Buffalo?
No, this was.
Oh, that's what you're saying. You're going back. Okay, before you went to. Okay, my bad. Okay, I'm with you.
Buffalo,
I got confused.
This past Saturday, we did this event to help everybody out.
Yeah.
So waves.org, which is another organization that was there, and they help veterans with rehabilitation in pools and stuff like that.
Okay.
So Dan puts on 3 or 4 of these events a year. One's usually in Rochester or Buffalo. Another one's in San Antonio. Another one's in Austin. And then he does LA. And then I think next year he's looking to add an extra 2 shows, so they'll be up to 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had this whole performance there. Tom. I'm going to say his last name wrong. Tom, how do you say it again?
Colsetti.
Tom Colsetti was there, who has lived 30 years of his life known as the doorman or the door gunner from
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, he was the door gunner in that. Yeah, so he got up, did a whole rousing speech. They cut a cake for the Marines' birthday. Then Weapon X performed, and before them, Cave Underwater performed. Then we live streamed the whole band performance and all of that. We had 2 roaming cameras, 1 stationary camera overlooking the main stage, and then we had the Sling Studio so we could cut from camera to camera. And
oh wow, nice! So you had them preset. You said you had 1 set and 2 roaming.
Yeah. And then I had the board and did back and forth between them.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was a good first test run for the whole live streaming performance.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Did you like the music?
No.
No.
I'm not a big fan of
Was that heavy metal, hardcore, like?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, no, I can't do it. Right? No.
I need to hear the lyrics. I need to understand the lyrics.
Yeah, seriously.
I need to connect with the lyrics. They need to tell a story.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, a lot of times it was just it felt like a good band jamming out. There was long gaps without lyrics and stuff, and then when there was lyrics, couldn't really understand it anyway. So it's not my cup of tea, but they had a solid crowd there.
Right.
They're great. Like they did a cover of Ace of Spades.
Oh, by Motorhead, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And they did that one great. So they're good. They're a good band. Good.
They're good at what they do. It's just not your cup of tea.
Yeah. It's not my style of music.
Cool. Yeah, I can dig that.
Pretty sure it's not going to be my niece's style of music either, John.
Why would you say that?
She's a very chill, passive young lady.
Oh, really?
She nestled in my shoulder here.
Oh, nice.
An hour and a half. Yep.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah. It was cool, man. I was pretty excited for it.
Is that the first time you've ever held a small baby in your arms?
I think that's the freshest baby I've ever held.
Okay.
I think she's a week actually today.
Oh wow, it was a little scary to hold something so small and fragile.
Yeah. She's got a funky little neck.
I bet you gotta hold it up, right? Yeah.
Keep it tight. She's real tiny, but super calm, super quiet.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, some cute little baby snores.
Okay.
But no good squeeze, no good finger grab.
Not yet. There's plenty of time for that.
Well, apparently they're kind of like dinosaurs in the fact that they can only see like a foot in front of them. So as long as you don't move, she can't spot you.
Okay.
I learned this evening myself, John.
Do we have a name?
Yes, the Piper.
Piper. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep, we had to stop in, pay tribute to the Piper, put it
on
FaceTime. Both of her parents are kind of like Dave Matthews fans, Fish fans. So they a lot of really relaxed, chill type music and all that.
Hippie type music.
Yeah, definitely hippie type music. and the baby seems like a very calm, chill baby.
Okay, that's cool though, man. Your brother and sister-in-law are very lucky because sometimes babies, just and you're like, oh my god.
We were over there a couple hours, and she only cried for like 2 minutes while they were changing her. But like hearing her cry was weird. Like most of the listeners aren't going to get this reference, and so great job of hosting by openly acknowledging I'm going to isolate my listeners.
Perfect, bro.
She the way she cries reminds me a lot of the way Bear kind of has that little growl to when he's playing and all.
Really?
That. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like a high pitched baby cry. It was a little bass to it.
Like a low rumble.
Yeah. It was a less annoying baby cry.
Well, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Go on.
What about you? Did you meet any new family members this week?
Didn't meet any new family members this week. No. Didn't really do much, but I did actually see that my aunt she lives in Oakland, and I guess I was doing some research, and apparently, like some of the air there the air in Northern California is. I actually wrote it down. It is literally, where is it?
Terrible.
The worst air quality in the world. Worse than anything else because of the smoke. There was a huge article about it. Huge article. I'm not saying it's true, but my aunt has to wear a mask. She can't even go outside. Like without her, she would be breathing in all these shitty inhalants, and it's horrible.
I'm not denying that the air quality is bad, but I saw a YouTube video where a dude vacuumed a literal brick out of the air in the middle of China. So
I'm told China's bad, but I'm told China was the worst air in the world. But someone's now saying.
Look up this video on YouTube. The guy holds a vacuum cleaner out in the air, and he sucks in so much chemicals and toxins and pollutants from the smog.
That when he dumps it out, it's just like a brick of stuff.
He's able to pack it and build a brick with the stuff he sucked out of the air.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's crazy. But I feel for all those. I feel more so now for all those people. Obviously I felt because they're losing their homes, and it's a horrible thing. But I didn't think about the air quality, even if it's not as bad as China. Like it doesn't matter. It's still horrible, and you can't breathe it, and they might have to evacuate because the air is so bad. And if you don't have a certain filter in your home, which my aunt doesn't, she might have to leave the city for a while until it, it's crazy.
Did you see another fire started?
No, I didn't. Where?
Andrea just saw it on Facebook right before we came live. Where was that fire, Andrea? Where's the fire that you saw?
And San Gabriel, car went over the side of a hill.
I hear.
A 2-acre fire over there.
So that car went off the highway, burst into flames. Boom, you got another one.
I wonder why it went off the highway. I wonder if it was the dew.
The dew.
Yeah, the directed energy weapons. Directed energy weapons.
Oh, at one car.
Well, drive it off the edge. It goes off the edge. Boom, you light the fire, but now we got more fires. I honestly think that these fires are going to burn through, and someone's going to come through eventually and buy the land for cheap, and then they're going to have all this real estate, and everyone's gone, and now there's no fires.
That's how we're pushing through that obsolete train job, John. We're going to burn through all the territory. Now we can claim it all through eminent domain. And now our $20 billion obsolete train that goes a fifth of the speed of the Hyperloop, now we can ramrod that through, and we've got a new slow-ass train that was obsolete before we put the first rail in the ground.
Ugh, geez, don't get me started. Don't get me started. It's been a busy week for you. I know how you complain that I work too much, and I really do, dude. I can't believe it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell everyone on the air here, whatever, I'm going to tell you as well. The farthest I'll let this go is the end of the year. And then because it's the holidays. So if I can make a lot of money, I'll make it. But once the 1st of January hits, I swear to you, you can hold me to it. I'm going to tell them, if you put me on a Monday, I'm not coming in. I'm not coming in.
I just don't understand how, as a part-time employee,
I know.
If I contact you out of the blue, there's a 95% chance you're working.
Yeah.
That like if you were a full-time employee, or you were like, I'm grinding for the man guy, I work full-time and come home, put 20 hours in from work, then I'd expect every time I reach out to you, dude's always working.
Yeah.
But you're Johnny part-time,
yep,
and yet you're there 7 days a week. How does that work, John?
We were shorthanded for a long stretch, which is why I was doing it a lot. So then we hired one new server, and I'm like, okay, sweet. And now one server goes on vacation, and everybody's back up to 5 days. I'm like, dude, why did we hire the new server? So I get a little riled up, and I'm like, you know what? Rein it in, because let the holidays go through. But as soon as the holidays end and the money train stops, I'm stopping it. I'm stopping it where it stands.
All you gotta do is tell them, listen, you don't start giving me my Mondays and respecting the part-time arrangement that we've got going on here, I'm gonna have to bring my agent in, and he's gonna have to start talking and negotiating about my hours.
I might just do that.
Yeah.
I might do.
I'll come in and talk to him. I hear you are not allowing John to work part-time hours.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's have a talk about this.
And seriously, I want to start writing more comedy. I don't know why I'm telling everyone on the air, but that's what I want to do. Write more, and then get out and start doing it. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
You got to put it out there so we can hold you to this.
I was going to say, I'll let some of these people hold me accountable. I think I saw one of my friends, Mike Piazza or John Piazza, was watching. How you guys doing?
Oh, the Piazza.
Yeah.
The first baseman or the catcher, Mike Piazza?
Same name, that's spelled, I think, a little differently, and certainly not the same guy, but it's good stuff. Good stuff. So you met your niece. What's with all the meetings you've been having? You had meetings all day Tuesday?
Well, we're going to get to the meetings.
Oh, am I jumping a little ahead?
We are jumping a tiny bit ahead. Before we get to the meetings, John, I want to talk a little bit about the path to peace that I've been embracing lately. The path to peace, John.
No. I was looking at someone latest the comment is my brother's actually watching. So he said that the Piazzas are not related at all. So go on.
Excellent. Thank you. The Hoadley is confirmed that they are.
That's my brother. Yeah. So go on.
So, you've been around quite a bit over this 10-year journey, John.
Yeah, for sure.
And a lot of it has been bunker mindset, head down, keep grinding away, push forward, ram through the walls before you even realize how thick the wall is, type of stuff.
Definitely.
And there hasn't been a whole lot of stop and sniff the roses along the way. Stop and look around, take it all in, and enjoy the journey type of mindset. Realize how far you've come. Even though you have farther to go, you can look back and be like, oh shit, look at all this stuff we've done. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if it's the new uncle in me or what it is, but for the past few weeks now, I've been trying to make a conscious effort of stopping and enjoying the moment a little more, taking appreciation of the steps that we're taking, how the progress that we're making, and just enjoying the journey, so to speak.
Yeah.
There's no way we can ever get a guarantee on where the end destination is going to be and whether or not it's where we want to go. But it's time to stop only allowing happiness to be contingent upon reaching that destination.
Yeah, otherwise you'll never be happy until you reach it. And what if you don't reach it? Then you'll never be happy. So start embracing it.
Just as likely, even if we did reach the destination, that we would just set another destination and start the process all over again on a higher stakes scenario.
Oh, for sure.
So it's been a cumulative process, but I'm trying more to just really not hurry up and get there, right? And enjoy the building.
Now, do you think this is, I mean, you said partially because maybe you're an uncle. Is it also partially because maybe you're getting a little older? Not old, but a little older, and you're like, you know what, maybe I should just take a minute, kind of look around and just see what's up, see where we are. You don't think that's age at all?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
You think if it was 10 years earlier and you still met your niece, like 10 years later, it was 10, that you would still have the same thing?
I think age maybe subconsciously have to do with it, but I think it's a level of exhaustion over a decade of trying to maintain a war mindset, almost, so to speak, and just being at the ready and on guard and on the attack at all times. I think it's just physically exhausting.
I've seen it. I witnessed it, so I understand that.
But not even just that. Like there's the little things I'm finding a little bit more enjoyment and pleasure in doing and all of that. Like even though I like building whatever it is that we're building here, there's always this needs to get done as fast as possible so I can get this thing done, and then needs to be fast as possible.
Definitely.
And this thing needs to be done as fast as possible. And Sunday, for example, for the first time in a long time, I was just like finding peace on my Sunday morning, stretching out wrinkles in the green screen and just getting it set up, positioned.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And just finding enjoyment that my Sunday morning, number one, Bills bye week, don't have to worry about them losing and getting frustrated over that. But it's revolving around tinkering in the garage and setting up the screen and getting all of this stuff in position where we can use it and have fun with it and leverage what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm getting better at finding the enjoyment in the steps.
I think it's just a natural growth. I'm sure your niece has something to do with it, but I'm willing to bet that age is too, because it's not that you're a certain number. It's just what you've experienced, and you've lived enough life that you're like, at this point, you're probably more like, well, maybe I shouldn't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with grinding, but like you said, you have to take those breaks to be able to see how far you've grinded, what it looks like so far, what you're enjoying. I mean, I think you're doing a great job too, by the way. But I think it's got all those things probably combined together is really where it's at.
I just think after 10 years of making everything life or death stakes and realizing that not everything has gone according to plan, not everything has gone terrible, and yet we're still here.
Yeah.
The life or death, trying to trump everything up to make it life or death in my head is creating more physical exhaustion and wear and tear and hindrance to steps forward than it is just enjoying the journey and knowing that the stakes are what they are on their own without having to trump.
Well, but when you're enjoying it, then the stress level is obviously much lower. And when you're like, grind, gotta get it done, which you do, but when you have that mentality, I can see where it would weigh on you mentally and like just even physically. Like it's just the whole thing, it would just kind of bring you down, I imagine, right? All that energy spent.
Oh yeah, the physical exertion on a day-to-day basis is tremendous.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just, I don't know. I'm much more in a mindset where I'm okay with stopping and smelling the roses.
Good. Glad to hear it, because that's very important. So I think you made a good step, buddy. You made a good step.
I'm not sure how much of a calmer demeanor it's going to result in.
No, but even if on your own or when you're just with Andrea and you can just take a moment and relax and just like, oh shit, oh this is amazing. That's all it takes. It doesn't have to be around everyone all the time. You're not going to be some willy-nilly tree hugging guy all of a sudden. I understand that, but if you can just give yourself some time here and there to be able to enjoy it.
Oh, for sure. I definitely think that there's a much more natural ability to just stop and take it all in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go rogue here, John.
You're gonna call an audible without actually calling an audible? Your favorite?
It's kind of I'm transitioning into the enjoying the journey a little bit.
Okay, hit me with it.
Bring it around to talking about Red Dead Redemption.
Of course, because everyone's talking about Red Dead Redemption. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But a big part of it is enjoying the journey and that. Like,
okay.
I don't know when you're getting your playtime in because you're at work 24/7.
Yeah. I only get an hour here, an hour there.
But I knew I was going to be back in Buffalo for a good 8 days straight and that. So the last few days, I've took in kind of one of those enjoying the journey type of moments. And took a couple days to just
bury yourself into Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, get lost in the wilderness.
I bet.
Dude, well, two examples of how bad it is. First, the last 2 nights I've had, well, not last night because we've been awake for 30 hours straight here, but the last 2 nights I've slept have been all like Red Dead Redemption type things.
Yeah, because you probably just buried your face in your brain. It's all it sees. So then it's when you sleep, it's like it's just firing that same thing.
I'm out there on the trails. But like more importantly, I find myself like we were riding with my uncle earlier when he picked us up from the airport. My mom was talking about my sister's horse Lily. And like I find myself having to hold myself back because I want to. Like,
the horse.
Horse conversations.
Yeah, I could just pat the horse right here, and it'll be my friend. If I just pat it right here, I can brush it too.
I got a sweet thoroughbred horse called Groot.
You named him Groot?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Big giant bastard I've been riding around.
Probably the war horse, I imagine.
But yeah.
Just get it out.
The game's amazing, John.
Visually,
I love the fact that you can look over the countryside
and get there.
Yeah, and see that whole layout and that, and go and travel there and check all that stuff out.
Definitely.
The Blackwater territory.
Don't go to the Blackwater unless you have to. Because you're wanted from before the game because you robbed something there earlier and they caught you or they busted you, so you had to bail.
Well, I'm talking about the fringe, like the Buffalo to Blackwater's New York City on the opposite side of the state type of arrangements, and it's still insta-kill. You're done. Don't come around here, buddy.
So you're going to share with the one viewer. You're going to share that that you don't like Red Dead because it's like they appear. One thing you don't like about Red Dead is they appear out of nowhere and kill you like that.
I think the game's awesome. I love the game.
Okay.
But I do have a problem with the posse appearing out of nowhere. And I know that's not how it goes in the rest of the game because there's another time that I was lost in the middle of the wilderness and caused a little bit of drama and pulled up the map, and there across the territory is 10 red dots heading my way, and the bounty hunters are coming. I got to get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
So I understand and get when they're coming across the map to where you are and you have to look and see that.
Right.
Like what I'm talking about is legitimately tooling around the open path. There was nobody for a mile back. There's nobody a mile ahead. And I was, you're laying there in the middle of the
Did you say you were in the Blackwater territory though?
Yeah. But way away from.
But you were in that red area. You were in the red area.
Again. It's fine, but don't just make them appear out of random. You've already established that these guys have to travel the distance.
I mean, I suppose. I hear you, dude. I don't know what to tell you. What's my brother saying? Fuck that. They just appear to kill you. Shaking his slate face. See? He's on your side. My bro's on your side. He's like, what the fuck?
But like I said, the only
Hey, to everybody watching, he also has like a $350 bounty, which is huge on this. Well, that wasn't even in that town, though, is it?
No, that's in Strawberry, which they let me troll around Strawberry with no problem. They let me show up to the sheriff's office and freaking collect some bounties and go see some guys. And this is the sheriff's office that I ripped the side of the wall out from and broke my dude out of jail.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But I can come back there, no problem.
The red areas are the most dangerous areas. And I know it's BS the way they appear behind you, but what are you doing in that area anyway? Like, just stay out of it.
I'm trying to get south. I wanted to explore a little bit.
Well, now you know what exploring south means. I cannot read what these people are saying.
Hoadley is saying that doesn't happen in the Spider-Man game.
Yes, which is a great one-player game as well. Hello, Dave. Dave Warner. Hello. Go on.
You know what does happen in the Spider-Man game though? There, Hoadley is you're a pimp for the man. You're a superhero that's just working for the NYPD
the cops
or whatever.
For the cops.
Yeah.
Looking for the cops.
You're basically
That's funny.
an informant. So,
but I'm told these two games are the best single-player games that have been out for a while, regardless of what it is. Spider-Man and Red Dead 2 are supposed to be amazing.
One I can be an outlaw. The other one I can wear a costume and be an FBI informant.
You're so fucking funny. All right, so where are we going? I think we're losing. I think we're kind of going off track here. Where are we at here?
It's time to talk Buffalo studio stuff. We've got all sorts of meetings going on tomorrow. Got a day at the Rowhouse.
Yeah, talk to me about it. Let's share what's going on here.
All right, John. So we got a 9 a.m. at the Rowhouse with the blockchain meetup group. We went there a couple weeks ago when we were in town, and we're going to go again, pop in, see what's going on there. Ideally, spark some more positive conversations and creative juices in the blockchain.
Sure.
Then 10 o'clock, I have a meeting with a producer, a local producer that's interested in what we're doing, wants to know more about it, wants to talk face to face.
Nice.
Andrea's got a meeting at the Rowhouse at the same time with a Buffalo writer whose work she's been looking over a little bit and that, and I think she's going to take them on. The exact time of the meetings are semantics at best here.
Are you sure, dude? Maybe I think everyone needs to know what time you're going to be at this meeting.
So this is a writer we've been going back and forth with a little bit. He's got one book published already. He's got another book that he's working on coming out, and he needs
like an actual novel published, or is it like an ebook?
Yeah, no. Well, he published. He is published. The novel is out there to buy. The first,
but it's a physical copy. You're saying, as opposed to like an electronic book.
Well, you can get drop shipping and have the physical printed and ordered it if you want.
Okay, but he wrote an ebook, or he wrote. It doesn't matter. I'm just semantics. I suppose.
He wrote a fictional story about hybrids, half human, half alien hybrids.
Okay, could be interesting.
I think the next book is in that series of books, and Andrea's going to be meeting with him and talk about whether or not she can help him on editing the book, getting it up to speed, getting it marketable, so then Gratwick can come in and handle the marketing and distribution for the book.
Okay.
Then at noon, we're having lunch with Craig, one of our board of directors that's based out of here in Buffalo.
Okay.
Then at 1 o'clock, we're going around the corner to meet with Full Circle Studios, who has at least one project that we're super excited about. That's a story based on a true story. It's fiction. It's a fictional script, but it's based on a true story from the 1950s and 60s in Buffalo with one of the first rock stations in the country.
All right.
And we're going to talk to them, and hopefully they're gonna be one of our partners here as we pull this whole studio plan together.
Oh, nice.
Then after we meet with them, we're coming back to the Rowhouse, and I have a meeting with a musician, a singer-songwriter. A female hip-hop artist that's got 2 really good songs that she's done on her own. Hasn't really had any kind of public following, or just set up a Twitter account the other day. So she's completely undiscovered, unknown, but both of the songs were really good. I passed them along to a friend of ours that's in the music industry and works with hip hop and R&B type music, and she liked both the songs, so she wants to know more about the artist, and hopefully we can potentially help her career as well.
Okay.
So we'll be meeting her tomorrow afternoon to find out more.
It's like 6 so far. I think I've counted. It's 6 meetings, I think. 10,
Yeah.
2 at 11,
Yeah, if
12.
you count Andrea's, yep.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of them tomorrow. Then I'm hoping before we leave town to follow up with the commercial real estate broker about getting a look inside at least one, maybe two buildings.
Okay.
Next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, we're meeting with my alma mater, Buff State, where I went to school, and so we're putting this whole real estate deal together. We're learning about all sorts of different tax incentives, city programs and stuff to try to bring new businesses to the area, help refurbish old buildings.
Sure.
All of these different kind of things. And one of the programs that we're looking at it's called Startup New York, where if you're either a new business that moves to New York or a new business starting in New York, if you partner up with one of the state universities and offer like intern programs, job placement programs, all of these different types of things, the state of New York will actually allow you to operate tax-free for the first decade. Yeah. Well, yeah. And
wow.
The state's one of the highest business tax states in the country. So a decade tax-free alone.
Yeah, dude, are you kidding me? That's crazy.
Huge boost to the numbers.
Yeah.
Then with that, there's what's called opportunity zones. Federal tax benefits for these opportunity zones that I think is one of the tax plans that the Trump administration has implemented. And basically pre-qualified regions around the country based on economic deficiency, average salaries, all of these type of things that make it a low income, basically a low income neighborhood.
Okay.
If you invest into those areas, into those opportunity zones, the longer that investment is held into the project, the lower amounts of property or investment gain taxes, capital gain taxes.
Capital gain, okay.
Yeah, that's what they're called. So if you invest in, for example, a studio that's getting built in an opportunity zone, and you leave your investment in that studio for 10 years, and just for an easy number, let's say your $1 million investment into a studio stays there for 10 years, and the studio is successful, the property goes up in value, and your $1 million investment is now worth $10 million.
Right.
You'd have to pay property or capital gain taxes on that $9 million.
Oh, that $9 million gain, right? Yeah.
And you're looking 30-40% capital gain taxes. So that's a huge chunk of your return on investment, your profit that you just made on that. But now through these programs and all of that, the investor would have to, their investment would be twofold, because all of those capital gain taxes are wiped out or forgiven or waived, whatever terminology you want to use for it.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Jay? Don't worry. I see people coming in that I know. They pop in, they get bored, they pop out. New people pop in, they pop out. So I'm just saying hi when I can.
The funny part is it tells you which one of your friends pop in on your side, and it tells me which one of my friends pop in on my side.
Oh, it does?
But it doesn't tell us
each other.
Yeah, who's popping into the feed.
No, jeez. Again, that's ridiculous. Anyway.
Yeah. So, but each day we're learning more and more about putting together a real estate package, pulling all this stuff together. I'm learning a lot from a lot of the different businesses and stuff that are already in Buffalo, and which ones that we can talk to and potentially have interest in helping bring this to Buffalo. For example, my buddy Dan that did Coat Socks and the Coat Socks launch party and all of that. He's got a real good close relationship with New Era, and we just talked to New Era in the past couple of days.
Oh.
Are you familiar with New Era, the hat company, official hat?
Yeah, I've actually heard of them. Yeah, I've actually heard of them.
Yeah. They're based out of Buffalo.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. New Era started in Buffalo. So we're having our first order of hats. We're going to have the sweet 5150 New Era hats. We're going to have Gratcast Productions 5150 New Era hats. And do
you know why I like 5150? Because I'm a Van Halen fan, and that was one of their biggest albums, 5150.
I like it because they don't have the stupid strap thing in the back.
Oh, it's not fitted? It's a fitted hat?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the nice fitted hat.
Oh, those are the best ones, the fitted.
Oh yeah, it's gonna have the Gratwick logo in the back, and then on
Yeah.
or on the front, and then on the back it'll say Gratwick Productions, so you can wear the hat backwards if you want.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Hoadley's got to learn. Your brother's got to learn about the New Era caps.
He said 5150. Yeah, Sammy's first album. Of course, you're going to quote Van Halen, bro.
So,
Go on.
but being able to start these relationships with these major national companies and stuff that are based out of Buffalo, they've got a vested interest in seeing a studio come to Buffalo. They've got a vested interest in seeing the local downtown community and all of that grow with more tourist attractions and all that type of stuff.
Sure.
So we're laying the groundwork, establishing these relationships, and as we step forward, all of these companies can be potential sponsors in the studio that comes in here. Like, for example, the Bill Stadium is New Era Field. We're looking at bringing in an esports arena.
Good point, though.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason that our real estate deal can't already have a commitment from a company like New Era that wants to be the title sponsor for the arena, the esports arena.
I mean, that could potentially bring some serious business to Buffalo. I mean, it really could, because as we've discussed, esports is huge now, or at least it's almost super huge.
They can bring some major events, some national spotlight, major sponsors, all of that type of stuff.
Even potentially celebrities as well. So I mean, really,
sure,
right?
And whether like New Era wants to sponsor the esports arena, or they want to sponsor one of the esports teams.
Yeah.
Or maybe they want to be the official hat provider for certain esports teams. The sky's the limit. And so that's just one of the major companies in Buffalo that we're starting to talk to and start taking the steps down that road.
Okay, and that's also one of the meetings tomorrow, or this is just moving forward.
That's just moving forward. Right now,
okay.
our relationship with New Era is we're getting an order of hats. We're talking to them, explaining to them what's going on in Buffalo, and they've been completely open and supportive of it.
Okay.
Obviously, they don't just make hats for anybody. Like you can't go get Bob's New Era caps. So they have to, They have to have some sort of appreciation for whatever the brand is that wants to have New Era caps. That
for sure.
That it's worthy of New Era's name on the caps.
I mean, I hear you. What's up, James? How many hats are you gonna get? You gonna have enough to pass out to your homies in California?
The first order is gonna be 72 hats.
Well, that's a lot of hats.
Yes, it's gonna be 72 hats. They'll be either $20 or $25 a piece. We're hoping to get them for low enough that we can do $20 a piece.
Right.
But we'll also be having a bunch of them for giveaways and stuff like that. So it's unfortunately it's an 8-week turnaround time because they're really nice hats. So we're by the end of January we should have our hats.
Do you hear that, guys? All you guys watching, you should buy some of these hats. They're real cool hats.
They are gonna be some sweet Gratwick Productions hats though. They're gonna be.
Well, you gotta support the Hode, boys. I'm the younger Hode, but you gotta. Come on. Anyway.
Well, we're gonna have a couple for the Gratcast episode.
That's why I said I want a hat. I want to wear a hat.
So before we get to our Discord questions,
okay.
One last thing. December 3rd, John, one way or the other, we are going to have a guest at the Gratcast studios. Once we're back.
Is it going to be the guest I want?
I believe it is. He's got to confirm. Malik's got to confirm his schedule and make sure that he'll be available. So we'll know next Monday whether or not he'll be available for December 3rd. But Malik Haneen is the writer director for Aqua Autumn Vita. Got it right the first try this time, which is the awesome short about consciousness and transferring consciousness that Gratwick is going to be helping co-produce here in December.
Yeah. I honestly can't wait to see it because I'm always interested in that in general, and now we've got somebody creating a project like that. I can't wait. Seriously, I can't wait.
It's going to be a good one. It's got three actors that are all working primetime television right now that are friends of the creator and
nice.
Agreed to do the project. So
cool, man.
I'm not really a big on shorts guy, but this project is so much bigger than a short. The short is just a small story in a bigger universe that he's trying to create. There's going to be a satirical fictional commercial for the company that's coming with it. It's going to be a good project that has a whole lot of intangible value in addition to just being a short.
Because it's going to offer you a glimpse into a universe and if the story's done right, which I'm sure it will be, it'll create more interest, and then everyone will be like, well, what else is going on in that unit? It's like the Cloverfield type of thing.
Yeah.
Not Cloverfield, but that idea.
SourBambooPictures.com is the creator's production company. You check out this guy's reel, and as soon as I saw his reel, I knew we had to be involved in the project. The dude's going to be a stud creator for a long, long time. He's primarily focused in the commercials and all of that, cutting his teeth there. But it's a beautiful reel, and I'm really proud that Gratwick had a chance to be a part of this project. So nice. Fingers crossed, December 3rd, Malik will be in the garage, in the Gratcast studios.
And you know I love him because he's a Michigan boy, so I'm always interested in that. Because you have to, dude. It's Michigan.
All right, so it's time for the Discord questions. We don't have sound effects this week, but we're gonna make it work. Andrea, hit me with the first Discord question.
Hit us with it.
Mayhem would like to know, what is your favorite mode of transportation for traveling? Boat, plane, train, car, etc., and why?
A planes, trains, and automobiles question, John. I'm not sure if you heard it. For long distance travel, what is your favorite mode of transportation?
I would say for myself, I actually heard the question. I would say for myself, a car, because you can drive anywhere, you can pull over, you can do what you want to do, and it's just there's a certain sense of freedom. Because when I drove from Michigan to California, I drove by myself initially the first time. It was incredible. It was exceptionally therapeutic. I wasn't in a hurry. I could take 20 hours to get through a state, or I could take 8 hours to rip through a state, and I was good. A friend of mine gave me a joint to smoke through each state. So each state I got into a new one, I smoked a joint, and it was just cool. And it was amazing. I've lost my one eye since, and all that bullshit, but I love driving. It's very calming, and I love it. So a car all the way.
I'd have to go a car as well, but not for the same reasons. The car
radio,
music, because I'm in control of the car.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I've been in too many car accidents as the passenger. Thanks.
Seeing it coming too late. No.
Jamie and Stacy both almost got me killed. But no, planes. You're a hostage. Anything goes wrong, and the chances of survival are almost nil.
Once something goes wrong, they drop instantly.
You can't do anything to save yourself. It's over. But it's a necessary evil because I'm an extremely impatient man, John. If I can drive there in 20 hours, but I can be there in 3 flying, let's roll the dice. I'm getting in the plane, but I prefer to go in the car. If all things were equal and all things had the same time differential of how long it would take to get there, train would actually be my preferred choice.
I don't recall ever riding on a train other than in Red Dead Redemption 2. But
I haven't gotten on the train yet.
Oh, it's so much fun. Rob a train. You'll have so much fun.
Well, I've robbed a few trains, but I haven't just taken...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great. So I know that you... hi, Shayna. I know that you went to Alcatraz. You went to San Francisco on a train, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we got there by train. For my 30th
That's what I'm saying.
We took the Amtrak from L.A. all the way to Oakland. And me, my brother, Mike Garrow, and Dave Kelleher drank an entire bar car dry.
Are you kidding me?
One of my proudest moments, John. They were completely out of beer by the time that train rolled into Oakland, and there was never more than one patron in the bar car the entire way up the coastline.
You said that's one of your what? One of your claims to fame or whatever? One of your...
my proudest moments, John. Absolutely.
You and your boys just cleared out a whole train car full of alcohol?
It took us 10 hours to get from LA to Oakland, and
what else you gonna do, right?
The entire time and drank every beer they had.
You know how I am with alcohol. To hell with all that. But I'm glad you had fun. I would actually love to go on a train because I really never have. When you go overnight or whatever, you can just sit. There's a bed car. I'm very curious just to see how it works. So I'd like to travel across the U.S. in a train.
It's just the only problem is how long it takes. There was one time I looked at a train. I think it was basically a train from Buffalo to New York City. Now, if you fly, you can get there in less than an hour. If you drive, you can get there in 6 hours. If you took a train, it was 2.5 days. Because it stop here, it goes stop there, and then
it's like an Uber pool, dude. You gotta just wait.
Yeah, it's the original Uber pool.
All right. What's the next question?
All right, Misery, I think we got your answer on that one. What do we got next, Andrea?
Next one.
If.
From Emily, if you could travel anywhere in the world,
Thank God there's more.
where would it be? And what's the one thing you would want to do there?
Well, I answered the last one first. You can answer this one first, or I'll jump on it. But some of these questions, it's like, what's your number one this? What's your best this? I'm like, it's tough to pick just one thing. It's so difficult.
Oh,
right? Like, where do I want to visit? There's tons of places I want to go. Are you kidding me?
I'm not a big leave the continent guy, but if I was going to leave the continent, it would probably be to go to either like the pyramids or Machu Picchu.
Or Mars.
Yeah, but I don't really consider that a realistic travel goal.
Okay.
But
Machu Picchu? You said you want to go to Machu Picchu?
No, yeah. Either one of those places would be at the top of the choice. And what I would want to do there is something that the general public can't do, whether it's exploring the tunnels and the areas that are off limits to the general public,
okay,
or whether it's doing some kind of
crazy ritual or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ceremony,
okay,
or staying there overnight and seeing if any kind of cool shit happens after hours.
Okay.
That would be
all right. All right. Well, I mean, of all these, seriously, I mean, there's so many countries. I'm not even joking. I want to visit. I talk how I want to travel all the time. I wish I could do it more, or just do it. Period. But that being said, I know, right? Do it. I'd like to go back to Japan. Now, I've been there once, but I was there when I was 14, and it was pretty incredible. It was kind of a culture shock. I don't know if I really reveal it to too much of my family. And back then, my friends were like, "Ooh," and they didn't really care. But Japan was amazing, and it really was. My problem with it was we went for 2 weeks. And my idea of a vacation is to sit back and relax. I'm not saying don't do things, but my mom had an agenda, an itinerary, and she was like, boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's 12 hours of that day. We're like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Well, we got to be up.
A minute of time while we're here.
Get some sleep because we got to be up at 6 in the morning to go get breakfast, and then again. I'm like, oh my, come on, man. So, and there was this black bag. It was only probably it wasn't a super heavy bag. I know my brother's going to comment on this. It was just a shoulders. It held.
Drag this black bag.
I don't even know. It was probably only like 10 pounds. It wasn't like a ton of weight, but it just, through the course of the 12-hour day, everyone got sick of having it like slung on their shoulders, like, you carry it. And I was like, you carry it. It was horrible, dude. I hate that shit. I hate it.
You know, you can leave that shit in the hotel, right?
Well, we needed it because there were certain things like we wanted to take with us to go. So it's like a purse, but like everyone took turns carrying it.
If this was when you were 14, John, that was right at peak fanny pack time.
My mom wasn't into fanny packs, bro. She had a bag.
She'd been rocking the fanny packs. Then you wouldn't have had the big black bag like you're carrying a corpse all over Japan.
Probably would have been lighter if it was a corpse. What'd you say, brother? Yeah, he said it was so heavy. Even he remembers.
The bag was heavy, John.
Anyway, yeah, Japan would be where I'd go. Wherever we gotta go. I don't want to drag it out too much, but I'd like to go back to Japan. Next,
going back to
Japan.
Cool.
What do we got next here?
What's the one main song you must have in your travel playlist?
You're right, bro. Travel playlists. I know you're gonna have some R&B hip hop shit. No. I already know it. Really? Really?
There's plenty of those that would be in there and all of that.
Okay.
Like if I had to pick a song right now, it'd probably still be Radioactive.
By The Firm?
No, Imagine Dragons, man. I keep trying to tell you to get on Imagine Dragon wagon, but
Imagine Dragon wagon.
Yeah, buddy, you keep stalling.
Yeah. Nah, when I'm at your place next time, play a video for me. Show me.
John, they're like the new Nickelback. You don't even know how many great songs they have until you really go back down.
You know nobody wants Nickelback to play in their football stadium, right? Nobody.
Everybody has a fun time bagging on Nickelback, but secretly we all like Nickelback. Because you don't even realize how many great songs they have until you're like, oh, I didn't know Nickelback sang that song. I didn't know Nickelback sang that song. That's how Imagine Dragons are. Every great song on the radio right now comes back to Imagine Dragons.
So this is gonna be funny. So you're saying Imagine Dragons is a modern band? Because I clearly.
Yeah, they're one of the top bands that have come onto the scene in the past 2 years.
Okay, so they're not like an old band from like 10 years ago and they're still around?
And this Hoadley guy, freaking over here trying to act like he doesn't like Nickelback.
Because he doesn't.
Right now.
Nickelback. For sure, he's just jamming. He's like, I hate Nickelback. No, that's funny though. But I would probably want. I mean, my brother put Red Barchetta by Rush, which is a great song. Any Rush song I would love. There's so much music that I really love, though. There's so much. Again, it's like, what's the one thing? I'm going to turn the question on the people who asked the question. What's the one song you guys would want? Okay, I'll give you one song. I'll make it. Yeah, I'll make it Red Barchetta too. I mean, I'm influenced by my brother's response, but it's a great song. You probably don't even know it, but it's a great song.
I did realize the other day, or think about the other day, that I do need to add "And Justice for All" back into my playlist. See, my problem is I don't evolve my playlists.
Yeah.
Like it just, that's what I listen to, and it sticks like that. So pretty much my entire playlist right now consists of oh shoot, what damn it, can't even remember. Oh yeah, Magna Carta and freaking The Art of War from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay.
The only two I added in my Google thing, and I haven't bothered.
Dude, I think my brother's commented the most out of anyone ever, and he's done it all in this one episode. He like 15 comments. He is.
Like the Grad with Production page.
Totally. Oh, he will. I guarantee he will at this point. Do you see how he put like the Dark Side of the Moon? He put The Wall. He put a whole bunch of shit up there.
Yeah.
Justice. Yeah. See, Justice. I think from Metallica.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Justice for All and Justice for All.
I could listen to one on loop forever.
One's a great song. I didn't really know much about it until I saw the video, and I was like, oh shit, because that video's crazy.
Yeah.
He's just beating his head because he can't see, he can't hear, and he can't talk. What the F?
Lyrics in that song.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. All right, next.
What do we got, Andrea?
Last one.
Last question.
Would you
Discord.
travel into the future and find out information to use today, or would you travel in the past and inform yourself of information today?
Long story short, would you be Biff or would you be Doc Brown?
I would probably be Doc Brown.
Nah, I'm going forward all day.
I like going backward because if you go backward and then influence, then when you get here, you're already better off because you've like, hey, here's the winning lottery numbers, or hey, here's this, or hey, so you can, I guess you do the same thing. It's the same thing, right? One goes forward, then comes back, and one goes back and comes forward, right?
I'd say I have equal curiosity. I have a ton of curiosity about what the future holds.
Yeah.
But I also have a ton of curiosity about how far off our history actually is. Like I want to compare notes.
Dude, totally. It's like remember I always say the victors are the ones who who's this?
You always say that, John? You always say the victors
are the ones who write history.
History's written by the victors?
I'm not the only one. That? No, I didn't create it, but I say it because it's true. Right? Are you telling me that all the details out of World War II that the U.S. says everything they put is accurate?
Oh,
no, they're going to cover it up the way they want. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying that I don't think you came up with that phrase.
I didn't come up with the phrase. I'm telling you that. I'm saying I heard the phrase and I agree with it, so I say it.
And,
you got
it? Kaiser, we're all out of the bats, and we're running out of chicken. It's been a long day.
Yes, it has. What's up, Kaiser?
All right. No more Discord questions. We're
no more.
On to our bullet blitzes.
Which will make... right? Okay, so let's see. How many we're going to do? Two? We'll do two. Okay, so here we go. Scrolling through Facebook. Scrolling through... Of course he does. Scrolling through... I'm not even going to read anyone's comments right now. I'm talking. So... Going through Facebook, see these girls, they all do it, and I don't get it. I don't understand. The Snapchat photos.
Facebook
right? Right? And then they put on like the ears and the nose, and then they alter their lips. And they look like, honestly, retarded. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand. So my question to you is, and I already know the answer, but my question to you is, would you ever do something like that, even if someone's like, hey, Chris, look, and then they did the Snapchat and did that to you, and like, you look like a dog with your would you ever do that? No, of course not.
Like for like a 10-year-old, or if you're playing with a 10-year-old, those are fun little filters to add. But these like influencers and so rich little socialites and 20-somethings that all get they think it's hilarious that I've got dog ears and a tongue. Like, really? Like that's all it takes to amuse you?
Well, the funny thing is when you take the filter away, you look like a moron, and that's what it actually looks like. You're like, and you're like, no.
There's only two of these that I would ever do, and only one of these have I done. The face swap one, I play with a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaiser's like, there's a football game on right now, but he's watching us. So I should be
Yeah.
thinking to Kaiser.
He said Madden Bowl 2018. I'm like, dude, we're already in the middle of something here, bro.
Chiefs Rams, and you're watching Gratcast. Who's the real asshole? So I lost my way here on this one, but there was 2 points. There was 2 points to it that I was rolling with.
Okay.
What was the first one?
Did you got to ask your girl, man? I do not have a good memory. You're the wrong guy. It's horrible, dude. What is it?
I don't know. Andrea's completely lost it, apparently. Oh,
She
no,
lost
this was a bullet blitz. This was your question.
Yeah, why are you guys talking to me about Discord? We're done with that section.
I was talking about altering your appearance. I said, would you ever alter your appearance?
Yes,
And that's where we were.
There was two.
Hi,
there was
Carissa.
two that I would consider doing. The
Okay.
face swap is one that's mildly amusing, and the other one is these little created avatars where it takes a picture of you and then it creates an emoji avatar that kind of looks like you. I've got a cool one of that, John.
Do you? Yeah, do you?
A bald bearded guy with like a volcano exploding behind me.
Really? Yeah. Hi, Carissa. Yeah, I would never do that. I think it's stupid and I think it's childish. The icon one, maybe, but I would never do like put the dog ears on me and the tongue sticking out and the nose and
We should do a Gratcast with a face swap.
No, I don't like messing with any of that garbage. Are you kidding me?
The face swap Gratcast.
Maybe we'll screw around with it later. So we came to the conclusion that you would do two type of those things, which you said, and I wouldn't. Okay, so. I don't know.
All right, John. My question for you is: would you ever do a full episode of Gratcast in a face swap?
You just made that up. I at least tried to write it down.
Worked out perfect.
Maybe. But only for you. I wouldn't want to do it because I'm like, ooh, what a good idea. Because I already told you I don't like that idea.
We'll
Come on, dude.
We'll do a promo for Gratcast with a face swap.
You know what? I might do a promo. I might do that, like a 10-second promo or 30. But any more, we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
All right, John.
Yeah.
You're back up. I got a real one for my second one. So.
Oh, okay. So then I saw a video of this dude skating down this road. It was like a twisting, turning road, and he was on just a skateboard. He was turning the skateboard sideways and doing all this stuff, putting his hand down when it got too fast as he's going around turns. It was crazy looking, dude. I actually posted the video on my page.
Skateboard tricks?
You can check it out. It's not a trick. He's just going down like a real fast thing, and there's a couple cars here and there that he goes by. But it's just real crazy. It's crazy skating, and I would never do it because I'd fall off the skateboard and probably kill myself. It was amazing, though. So the question is, what's one of the most dangerous things that you've ever tried?
One of the most.
You have to do the most.
I've ever tried.
Yeah.
I used to ride a 1970s dirt bike with no throttle control.
So how did that even work?
Like sometimes the throttle would get stuck and it would
just
go crazy.
Just take off and you're like hit the brake.
And like it was like super old school ones because like I think the way motorcycle accelerators are now, you turn your wrist forward. So like if anything happens where you slip off or whatever, your hand doesn't jerk the throttle and
and just kick you even more.
But the old school ones, you would like this. So if you fall backwards or you hit a bump or whatever, your hand
wheels would kick up and you'd flip or whatever, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
the old school
your
ones.
hand would naturally pull back on the accelerator. And that thing was a death trap on wheels that I used to ride in the backwoods. And
see, there you go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Exactly.
You couldn't ride that thing without dumping it at least 2 or 3 times per ride because it just took off and it was over.
Yeah, I rode a 4-wheeler once with a friend, and it was a nice 4-wheeler, and I didn't know how to ride it. Like it's a 4-wheeler, so it's not tough. But I'm following him through a sandy path. Excuse me. And it takes a turn, and I'm like, oh, I'm going too fast. I better slow down to cut this turn. You don't do that in a 4-wheeler in sand. You have to speed up. But I didn't know that. So I turn the wheel, and the thing just keeps going straight at this tree. So I put my foot down to try to stop the vehicle, to slow it down. That wasn't smart because then my foot got caught.
Oh, yeah.
It only hyperextended. It wasn't too bad, but I was screwed for the next 4 or 5 days because I couldn't do anything because I screwed up. Luckily, I didn't mess up his four-wheeler. That's not my answer. That was just in response to what you said. One of the most dangerous things that I think I've done is skydive, and I loved it. I was so scared until I actually went, once in Michigan, a long time ago, obviously. But I mean, I lost the videotape somewhere in transition. But I had that's when I had my long hair down to my butt. I wish I had the video, genuinely. And
it's kind of one of those videos you don't lose, John.
I didn't know how I lost it. That's the whole point. But actually, when someone's interviewing me, because I paid for someone to record it, and you could see my face is actually a shade of green, literally a light shade of green. I was so scared and nervous because I'm scared of heights. I've already told you that. And then we got on the plane, and it's like a little prop plane, and the door rolls up. So there's three of us, four of us in there, and then we have, because you can't jump alone. So there's 4 of us in there, and the guys that are going to strap to our back, and then there's 6 guys who jumped, and they just jump on their own. So what do? They're they all know we're newbies and we don't do it. And some guy's I got the door. Oh my God, help! And he falls out the door, and everyone's get him, go save him. And everyone jumps out, and the last guy laughs, gives us a thumbs up, and he jumps out. So we're all you're freaking us out. So it's my turn to go. The guy's on my back, puts his hands on the doors. I have to sit like this. The cameraman crawls out onto the back of the plane to hold on to one of the things, the wings or whatever. So he's you got to say, thumbs up. Are you good to go? And I'm yeah, I'm good to go. Which I wasn't, but I wasn't going to bail out now. I'm out the door. So he goes, 1, and your head goes out the door. So it's oh, and you're what the fuck? 2, and I'm oh my God, this is not going to end well. 3, and you're out. We did a couple of flips, and it was great because I didn't feel that roller coaster motion where you're your stomach goes into your throat. And it was amazing. So we do a couple of flips, and we have to level out because I guess the cameraman would have just dropped way past us because we kept going. And so then he filmed us as we went down, and then the chute opened, and the cameraman went away. And we were able to pull the chute open. You flare the chute, so then you just stop. I mean, I think you're still falling, but it feels like you're not moving. So we're 10,000 feet in the air, and it's nothing's moving. We flare it. It's it was the most incredible thing. And I always said that if the guy, when we were dropping free fall, didn't he tapped my chest, he's okay, now it's time to pull the cord. And I was just whoa. So he put my hand on the cord, and he pulled the cord, or I would have died. It was so amazing, but I was just lost in the moment. I was what the fuck? It was great.
That cord is my entire issue with the whole thing. Because one of 2 things is either going to happen.
What's that?
One, I'm going to panic, and I'm going to instantly pull that cord, and the parachute's going to get tangled up in the plane I just jumped out of.
Okay.
Or 2, I'm going to be so freaked out or whatever, I'm going to completely forget to pull the cord.
But that's why someone's on your back, dude. And there's a backup chute. There's always a backup chute.
Yeah, well, you still got to pull the backup chute.
But if the guy said you got the instructor with you, you don't ever have to worry about pulling the cord. Hey, Matt Mears, what's up, buddy?
I'll get back to the instructor in 1 second. But I think that the plane that you go up in should have a little switch where it suddenly fakes engine problems for them chicken shits that go up there, and then they're I'm too afraid to jump. The plane's choking a little bit, we gotta jump. You got no choice.
For sure, dude. We're going down. You better jump. Yeah. We're going down.
But then the whole idea of, the instructor's on your back. The instructor's on your back. Yeah, that shit went out the window when Darren told that story about the instructor that died on the person's back when they jumped out of the plane.
Dude, that's 1 instance. Are you kidding me?
That's enough.
That's like saying if you get in a car and you drive down the street, you could get in a car accident. I'm not doing it.
1 degree away from somebody that jumped out of a plane and had the instructor die on their back on the way down, John. It's frequent enough. It happens frequently enough that we're 1 degree away from the person that happened to. That's worse than an urban legend.
I'd do it again, too, as scared as I was. I'd skydive again. I'd do it. It's fun. No, it's great, dude.
Last bullet blitz here. Got to wrap this up. I got to say goodnight to my mom before she hits the hay here.
Oh, that's right. It's 3 hours ahead. I forgot.
So, favorite party night of the year, John. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving is considered by many the biggest party night of the year.
The biggest bar night of the year, yeah.
Because everyone's in town from
college, comes back home,
For a perfect example, we're here in Buffalo for the week.
Yeah.
Wednesday night, we're gonna go out, see all the old friends. Chicken wings as we can.
Obviously.
What to you, John, out of all the nights of the year, is a night that you are most likely to go out or want to go out and be out and about in the world?
Oh, I'm such a loser. I don't even like to really go out a whole lot. One of the okay. Oh, geez, wow. One of the. I mean, when I was now, I don't really know, but when I was younger, it was definitely the Wednesday before Thanksgiving because, like you said, everyone's home from college, everyone parties, and then you wake up for Thanksgiving and you're hungover, but then you eat a bunch of food, and it's like, oh, this is great. This is great. It's amazing. I love that. I used to love that. Of course, I used to love New Year's Eve because what we would do, a bunch of friends, what we would do is we'd get a haul. Like 30 of us, or I think 30, and then your dates or whatever, and just go have a haul and just pay the 50 or $100 and have a New Year's there. They supply all the food and all the drink, and they got a DJ or a band depending on how good it was, and that was a lot of fun too. So I'd say I'd have to go with the two. I'd have to honestly, because you mentioned it, because the biggest bar night of the year, and New Year's Eve. I know that they're kind of cheesy because it's very probably common. A lot of people would choose that, but I mean that's where I'm at.
I'd have to go probably the 4th of July. Out of all of the ones, the peak summer.
Because of the fireworks, as well as the summer?
Usually because, like, the barbecue and the outdoor picnicky atmosphere.
Okay.
And,
okay.
I don't know, just middle of the summer, want to be out and doing something.
No, I can dig that. I like the New Year's Eve because it is the winter, because you get into that hall and it gets hot, and then I don't drink. Then I did. But you would drink, and then you'd get all flushed, and you're like, man, it's so hot in here, man, it's so hot. And you go outside, and you're like, oh, okay, this is great. Well, I'm cool now. Okay, go inside right away, because, it's Michigan's like Buffalo. It gets freezing. Like negative sometimes.
There you go.
But yeah, that was it.
All right, John, I'm going to wrap this episode of Gratcast up here.
Let's wrap it up. Whoever's watching, I don't even know. Carissa, Matt, Dave, thank you all for tuning in. We do this every Monday. It's live every Monday. It's 6 p.m. Pacific time.
9 p.m. Eastern time. Normally,
Eastern.
It's live on the Gratwick Productions website. We've got a whole studio stage that we record and do the show from.
Yep.
But when we're on the road like this, the only way to connect and be able to do it is through Facebook chat, and they only let you bring somebody in on a live stream through your direct page, not through on the company page. So when we're mobile, this is how we do the Gratcast.
Yep.
But going forward, we'll be back in the studio on December 3rd, hopefully with Malik. And you know what the worst part about doing a road show is, John?
What's that? Oh, no song. No, you sing the song. So why don't you sing it for everyone watching?
No exit song.
Here, hang on.
Oh,
let me see if I can do it.
throw it in there.
Hang on, I got too many windows open. Let me see. Let's go.
Threw it at you in the last second.
Yeah. I didn't even think this would work. But give me a second. Talk to the camera for a second.
All right. Well, another episode will be on the road next Monday, so we'll probably same setup here that we got going on this week, and then we'll be back December 3rd. Hopefully the following week, December 10th, we're going to start having guests on a regular basis, but hopefully the following week we're going to be doing the live stream broadcasts all weekend of the Aqua Autumn Vita shoot. We're still waiting in the lock the days, John, but
I'm telling you, I can't wait. I told you before on a couple episodes, I wanted Malik to be our number one. Okay, here it is. Go ahead.
We've got a lot of cool announcements and things coming up, and
I look forward to it for sure.
If all goes well as we have planned for the 3 days of live streaming that production, it's going to be a great demonstration of the behind the scenes access that we're looking to give everybody for the content that we make.
Okay, nice. I'm gonna try to wrap it up here. Let me know if you hear this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Don't mind me. I'm just grabbing my things and leave.
Please. This shit, I'm out. Nope. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Clearly, you hear it. Do you want them to hear it, or do they want them to hear you?
Well.
That was it.